Hi, grade 8s. We are going to do new work today. So I want us to look at auxiliary and modal verbs. Alright? Modal verbs are also classified as auxiliary because they add to the verb. But you will see why they are called modal verbs a little bit later on. So let's first look at what you already know. You know that verbs can be one word or a number of words. It doesn't have to be only one, it can be two or more. The main verb in a sentence shows the action. We all know that. Okay, for example, cigarette smoke damages your health. Now, damages tells us we are in the simple present tense because there's an S to the word damage. And therefore, damages for this sentence is our main verb. Okay. Right. Then we move on to what you still need to know. Okay. Let's have a look with our auxiliary verbs. What do you still need to know? Auxiliary verbs show the tense of the verb. Okay. So for instance, here's an example. I'm reading about the dangers of smoking. Now our auxiliary verb is am. Okay, and if we add an ing to read, it becomes reading. So am tells us we are in the present, and the ing tells us that we are using continuous. So we are in the present continuous tense. Therefore, am, is, are is the present, was, were, the past, and has, have, perfect. Okay, for that example, we are in the present continuous tense. Okay. Then let's have a look at another one. Cigarettes will cost more next year. Our auxiliary verb will forms the simple future tense. Okay. So will and shall will then show us that we are in the future. Okay. Right. Then we get to modal verbs. Now these verbs, even though they are also auxiliary verbs because they add to a verb, we use them when we want to show whether an action is compulsory, recommended, possible, or probable. Okay. For example, people should not smoke. Should, in this case, will be our modal verb because it adds to the smoke. And this is then should not means that we have a recommendation. The word should is a recommendation. The word not gives us the negative of the verb. Okay. People who smoke might develop lung disease. Might is a possibility. It's not necessarily going to say you are going to get lung disease, but there's a possibility that you could. Right, you might develop. And then the last example, my parents say I must not smoke. Now must is again the modal verb. And this is when we refer to something compulsory. All right. The not again just makes it the negative form.